Hello everybody, this is Drumman Dustin95. This will be my first game review out of many reviews that I'll be doing here in the next couple months and everything like that. As long as I keep getting games, I'll make reviews about them. But I'm going to cover my first game today. Hope you guys like the game that I'm reviewing for the first video here. I'm reviewing Borderlands. I just got this game about a week ago, Borderlands. Magnificent game. I love the game. I really didn't find any flaws with the game as far as any glitches or anything, but I know they're probably out there. One thing I wanted to talk about, the first thing I want to talk about the game is the graphics. The graphics add to the game's I guess you could say realism, as far as in making it look real, but it doesn't look actually like realistic, like personal 3D. It makes you feel like you're in your own virtual world. Now, one thing that adds to the graphics in the gameplay that make it spectacular, are the graphics that give it kind of like a cutting edge kind of cartoon look. Like the graphics of people and the guns and everything, it makes it kind of look more realistic and three-dimensional. That's only one part of the game that's the one part of the graphics that I like. Other than that, the graphics are actually really good. Now, what I like about the game is it's not all like one difficulty. There's not a difficulty. You either are good at it or you're not. So if you play for the first couple of missions, they're kind of simple and you just don't really do anything. But when you get into like the higher missions later in the game, it gets harder. Like it's not easy. It's just a little bit harder, more challenging. Makes you think a little bit more. And it's one of those games that it gets harder as the game progresses, which I like. Now I've only played a couple of games that are like that. I've never really experienced any games that are like it. Now I recommend this for any person who's into first-person shooting games and games where you like. Well, it's kind of like a Fallout 3 kind of thing. Like you can take on as many missions that you want at one time. It's not one here, one there, and so you have to do one after the other. You can do any one you want. It's kind of like a free mode kind of game, which is another great thing. Because if you don't want to do one mission, you can just do another one and come back to that mission whenever you feel like it. Which I love that about this game. That's one of the best things I like about it. Other than the graphics, the guns are really nice too. The guns in the game, and it's another one of those things where you start out with really small weapons that aren't very good, and as the game progresses, you can pick up a lot of better guns and everything. But it's just one of those games that gets better as it progresses. It's kind of like a movie. The movie usually gets better as it progresses, and then it has its climax, and then it starts going down, which I love about this game because once you get to the hardest parts of the game, then it starts getting a little bit easier. It's not easy to really hard throughout the whole game. It's just easy, then it gets a little bit more hard, then really hard, then it gets a little bit more medium type of mission challenge. But that's one thing I like in particular about the game. Now, I know the game's been out for a while, and I know this is probably a review that millions of people have done by now. But, I just decided to get into game reviewing here because my friends are like, oh, you should do game reviews and stuff like that. So, it's really quite an experience. I love game reviewing. I've done it before, but not on this profile. I've helped with a couple people on different profiles that are now good, really big game reviewers. Uh, but Borderlands is definitely a game that I would recommend to people for first-person shooter games and people who like strategy slash, I guess, skill games, because there are some skill games and some skill required to the game and it takes time. You're not gonna beat it in one day. That's the thing I love. It's kind of like a quest. I mean, it's not going to take one day. The missions aren't all the same. You can do whatever you want. It's like a free choice game. It's like choosing how to live your own life, which is one of those few games that lets you personalize kind of like that, which I love about the game. That's an awesome part of the game. But other things I like is how if you shoot somebody, they're not dead in one shot unless it's a headshot. Other games, you just shoot them once with like a pistol and they're dead. I know it's not realistic that they die in about 3 or 4 shots, but it's in the future. You have to remember, it's kind of like futuristic kind of thing, and there's going to be advances in technology, like they have shields in the game and stuff like that. It's futuristic. It ain't like in time now, modern. But definitely a great game that I love playing. I mean, I'm still playing it. I mean, I love the game. About a level 35 right now, but I love the game so much. It's just an amazing game. And the boss battles, people you have to kill. Well, I didn't say boss battle. I just say people you have to kill that are just in the game that kind of called boss battle, I guess. But they're just like it's more hands on. Like you have to know what you're doing to play this game. You'd have strategy. If you don't have strategy in the game, you will just not like the game. You won't even get past the first like 20 missions if you don't have a strategy in the game. But it's just a great game to play when you're anytime. I mean, you have your friends over, you can do like a thing on Xbox Live, and get your friends together and go do missions. Another great thing I loved about the game, you can go on live and actually play missions with your friends. Now you don't have to join a lobby. You can create your own lobby and start from any mission in the game, any part in the game, which is great. But the only thing holding it back is it only goes up to the level that I've experienced, the level that you're on, like the certain part of the game that you're on. Say you're on one mission, but if you join somebody else's game, it progresses you up into that point of the game. So if you have a friend that's like almost beat the game, like they are like a level 50 and they have got through the entire game, then yeah, have them host a lobby instead of you being like a level 20 or a level 5 and you barely have any experience in the game. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because it's a 7-minute video here and I don't really want to bore you guys as far as that stuff. But it's kind of like this is like my first game review and yeah. But definitely a great game. I would say rent it first before you buy it, because it's one of those games where you don't know. I didn't even know if I'd like it when I bought it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy this because if I don't like it, I'll sell it to somebody. But yeah, I definitely am not selling this to somebody. I played it the first 15 minutes I was in love with the game. It was just an amazing experience. But anyways, I'll wrap this video up right now because well, it's about almost 8 minutes. It's gonna be over 8 minutes. But yeah, definitely go out and rent it first before you buy. I recommend that, and then just play it from there. And if you like it, just go out and buy it. So thank you guys for watching my first game review. Leave comments down below, rate, and press the little button up at the top. I don't know where it is over here. Subscribe if you'd like to, because I'm gonna have more game reviews coming. So thank you guys for your time. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks.